Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
Hey, Ricky, what's up, dude?
What's happening, Bobby?
Good to talk to you. After players win the Super Bowl or they win the NBA championship at like 8 in the morning, they're still doing interviews. They've been up all night, exhausted, partying, celebrating. Is that what happened after Daytona? Did you just stay up and go hard and like celebrate for 12 hours?
Pretty much. We did get, I've got 2.5 hours of sleep Sunday night before doing media Monday morning. And then went straight to Orlando, went to Disney, which was really fun, but tiring. And then flew home and then got, I think, 3 hours before I had to get on a flight to Chicago. So the week was fun-filled with no sleep.
What about the night before? Because I feel like as much as we're talking about after you win, how exciting it is, but still exhausting, like I'd have trouble sleeping like the night before Daytona or the Super Bowl or the World Series. Is that an issue with you at all?
Not really. I think for me, it is obviously a massive race, our biggest race of the year. But, I do a lot of things to, I use a Whoop. So I'm like constantly tracking my sleep and I try and do everything right, especially Saturday, to make sure that, I get the best sleep possible. And it worked. I woke up in the green recovery Sunday morning and just felt good.
We have Amy on the show. Amy, say hi to Ricky.
Hi, Ricky.
Hey, Amy.
And so she got into a fender bender recently, and the woman the woman came over and was like, no, let's not do insurance. Just I'll just pay you cash, but here's my number, and then just call me, and we'll be sure to get you the cash later. Now, is this something?
Did she give you the correct number?
So far, we've been texting. I still haven't seen any money yet.
What is your advice here? You're an expert in the car world. Shouldn't someone like take a picture of the accident and have the insurance or call the cops? What would be your advice here, Ricky?
I'll be honest. I ran into somebody one time, and the guy got out, and he didn't want to call the insurance company, and he didn't want to call the police, but it was because he was drunk. So I got away with that one. He didn't ask for my number. He didn't want anything. And it wasn't a bad issue, but man, that's tough. I hope you see some money out of that.
If not, Ricky's going to hook you up. He made a little, let's say he's got a little nest egg now after Daytona. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Little nest egg, yes.
I'm here for it.
Amy's also teaching her daughter how to drive. What advice would you give Amy and her daughter to be an excellent driver?
I would say most of the time, parents probably try and talk too much while the kid's actually driving. Just let them figure it out. I feel like
that's pretty good.
Give them a few pointers. And just let them go.
I know, but when you're in that passenger seat, there's a lot to say.
Right.
Like there's just,
yes.
But okay, thank you. I appreciate that advice. I'll try to just, say what I need to say at the beginning and then stay quiet.
Are you a terrible backseat driver, Ricky?
Yes and no. I do like to drive and like to be in control, but I do not mind riding. And things may annoy me while I'm riding, but I normally don't say anything. I just let it go and just enjoy my ride with not having to drive.
I want to ask about sponsorships. Kroger is one of your main sponsors. Now, do you sign anything that says you can't stop at a Publix or go buy a Piggly Wiggly? Since Kroger's the main, and say someone takes a picture of you in one of these others, will you get in trouble?
I won't get in trouble, but I definitely try not to do that. There's some areas of the country that, you're kind of forced to go somewhere else, but I definitely try and go to a Kroger branded store, whether it be a Kroger or here in North Carolina, we have Harris Teeter. So there's not Kroger in this area, but they own Harris Teeter, so I try and go there.
What is Olive Branch, Mississippi like? I'm from a small town in Arkansas, so I wonder what your small town is like there.
I would say our small town is not so small anymore. We're just right outside of Memphis, and so it's massively growing. I feel like every time I go back, I don't really recognize it, but now we have, there's 2 4-lane roads that kind of run parallel, kind of north and south of each other. So it's pretty big, but I'm sure in Arkansas, your town was probably a little smaller.
Yeah, 700.
Where are you from?
Yeah, I'm from a town called Mountain Pine. You probably never heard of it. We used to beat Olive Branch on all the football games. We actually never played them.
Oh,
Yeah, we
nice.
never played them.
Olive Branch was really good. I actually didn't go to Olive Branch High School, but their football team was really good.
Eddie, what do you want to ask Ricky here?
Yeah, Ricky. So I watched NASCAR, and I was watching this past weekend, and noticed, like, I guess you guys drive in counterclockwise, so it's just left, right?
Correct.
And I'm thinking, like, what if tomorrow they say, boys, I want y'all to go right? Like, do you think you'd be able to race as well
Or
if you went the other way?
He just combust.
All of them.
It would be really tough. Our cars, we're on the left side of the car, and that is, that's where you want your weight. You want your weight of the race car, like, all the way to the left as far as you can get it. So if we had to turn around and do an oval track going right, it would be really difficult to get used to that. And then the car, I don't think, would be keen to doing that. Now, we do road courses where we go left and right, but it's like the corners are kind of short, like Daytona going right would be really crazy.
Yeah, it'll be like a left tackle playing in the NFL his whole career, and it's like, hey, we need to stick at right tackle real quick.
Sure.
And you would think, but your muscle memory is probably so dialed into what you're doing all the time.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been racing since I was 5, so going left.
When you're 5. In 5, you're doing those little, are you doing the car? the
battery
go-karts?
Yeah, the go-karts.
No. Yeah, they were gas powered.
Are you really, is that something you're just really good at 5, and all of a sudden you're like, this guy's got a talent at 5? Or is everybody at 5, they all kind of start the same talent and you build?
No, definitely there's some that are way better than others at 5. I go out, we have a go-kart track here in North Carolina close to my house called Millbridge Speedway, and you go out there and there's kids racing, and there are some that are just way better than others.
Yeah, I would be one of the ones that was getting passed. I'd be afraid to break the speed limit in the go-karts. Your team left a note in your car at Daytona and said how much they believed in you. How does that affect morale, especially after, you go a while without winning? Because it's hard to win. Like, your team did that. What did it mean to you?
It was huge. I got back with my crew chief where we in 2011, 2012, we won the Xfinity Series championship, was which is like minor league baseball, right below the major leagues. So we had really good success there, and then we ended up on different teams, and now we're back together, and he's brought a lot of confidence to myself and to our whole shop. And it goes a long ways when you have a head coach that believes in you, probably more than you believe in yourself. And so it's nice to have those people behind you.
I want to introduce you to our guy here, Lunchbox, who got in trouble a few weeks ago because as I was interviewing Dierks Bentley, who's a country music artist, we look over and Lunchbox is doing a crossword puzzle. And we didn't realize he wasn't paying attention, but he does it during every interview. So we figured out if we bring it into the interview, that makes sense. So he's going to ask you, go ahead, Lunchbox.
Yeah, I'm stuck on 14 across. It's a succulent used to make tequila, and it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-letter word. A succulent.
Agave?
Oh, agave.
Got it. Yeah.
Man, I kept putting aloe, and it was like, that ain't working.
Okay.
Thank you, man. Boom, it worked.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Hey, should we do another one?
No, we're good. One at a time, buddy. Okay.
No, I'm 1-1. I'm 1-1. I'm done.
Well, I hope you stay safe. That race car stuff.
Scary.
Yeah, it's crazy.
In NASCAR, anytime you're going faster.
I'm actually in the airport right now, headed to the Houston Rodeo to watch my buddy Parker McCollum play. So,
nice.
And then Brooks and Dunn tomorrow night. So I've got a fun-filled week.
Hey, Parker McCollum, overrated, am I right? I'm
just kidding.
He's a friend of mine. He just played a show with me.
He looked at you like you were serious.
No, he thought Rick's going to fight me. I'm like, no, that's like my dude.
Dang.
We live right down the road from each other. So
I love that.
You have meet and greets? You need some help, or you all set up over there?
We're good.
Okay, I figured so. Just making sure. And with Brooks and Dunn, you're good there too, right?
Good there too, yes.
All right. Well, there he is. Look, the champ is here. Oh, I'll say this. Some second place guy sent his yellow helmet here.
Oh, I see that.
Pennzoil.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm taking notes.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
he said he left it here and he was like, I'm about to win Daytona.
Number 22.
And now it's the number 2 helmet. I wish I had the number 1. That's what's crazy.
He did win the championship, which
We ain't talking about that. We're talking about Daytona right now, Ricky. Come on.
right now. Yes.
All right, hey, look.
And he did finish second, so.
Congratulations. Super cool to talk with you and, continued success. And let's go. Playoffs, and let's get it. Let's do it this year.
Yes. We'll come see you in Nashville.
All right, buddy. See you later.
It's a Bobby Bones show.